How men test women. Do you know these signs? In love, it's not just women who test their partners. Men also have their own ways of evaluating a woman's sincerity and compatibility. Every man has his own approach, but there are some common methods they use to assess their partner's feelings. Today, we'll explore 5 ways men often test women to see if they are truly the right match. 1. Testing a woman's jealousy. Jealousy is one of the most obvious signs of love. That's why many men intentionally create situations to see if their partner gets jealous, and if so, how she handles it. A common tactic is casually mentioning another woman in a friendly manner or engaging in conversation with a female friend in front of you to observe your reaction. If you show no reaction at all, he might assume that you don't care or that your feelings for him aren't strong enough. If you get jealous but express it wisely, without being overly controlling or aggressive, that's exactly what men appreciate. Men dislike extreme jealousy or possessiveness, but they also want to feel valued. A woman who can express concern without overreacting earns their respect. However, trust is the foundation of any relationship. A loyal man won't make you feel insecure about other women, and a smart woman won't feel the need to monitor his every move. 2. Testing intellectual compatibility. Beyond emotions, intellectual compatibility plays a crucial role in determining whether a relationship can last. Men often test this by bringing up deep topics such as love, marriage, loyalty, family values, and career aspirations. For example, he might ask, "If I were to face difficulties in my career one day, how would you support me? What would you do if your parents disapproved of our relationship?" These questions help men gauge your thought process, your ability to handle challenges, and whether your perspectives align with theirs. Couples who last long-term do so, not just because of love, but because they share common values, goals, and mutual understanding. If you and your partner can discuss important topics without clashing, it's a strong sign that you are truly compatible. 3. Testing your independence through scheduling conflicts. Men tend to value things that aren't easily obtained. If a woman is too available, always prioritizing the relationship over everything else, she may seem less desirable in their eyes. For instance, if you already have plans with friends, but he suddenly asks you out, he wants to see how you'll respond. If you immediately cancel your plans, he might think you lack independence or don't have a life outside of him. If you politely decline and suggest another time, he will respect you more because you demonstrate a balanced lifestyle. Men appreciate women who have their own interests, friendships, and goals. They don't want someone whose entire world revolves around them. Knowing how to balance love with personal life is essential for a healthy relationship. 4. Testing your reaction to conflict. One of the most common ways men test women is by creating small conflicts or disagreements to see how they handle stress. For example, he might pretend to be too busy to meet you for a few days. He might intentionally do something that goes against your preferences. His goal is to observe whether you overreact, bring up past mistakes, or engage in heated arguments. Stay calm, communicate maturely, and work towards a solution. Some women, when upset, resort to emotional outbursts, blame games, or even silent treatment. This can make men question the relationship's long-term potential. On the other hand, a woman who remains composed and addresses issues with understanding and patience earns deep respect from her partner. 5. Testing your behavior around his friends. When a man is serious about a relationship, he will want his partner to get along well with his friends and family. One way men test this is by introducing you to their closest circle and observing how you interact. Are you friendly and respectful? Do you show interest in getting to know them? Do you seem uncomfortable or uninterested? Additionally, he might pay attention to how you treat people in general, such as waitstaff at a restaurant. A polite, confident, and well-mannered woman earns extra points in his eyes. Another subtle test is whether you contribute to group activities. For instance, if his friends are preparing a meal together, do you offer to help or just sit back? Small gestures like this can influence how a man perceives your long-term potential as a partner. Final thoughts. Men have many ways to test women, and the ones above are just a few common examples. If a man truly loves you and is serious about the relationship, he will take the time to understand your personality and assess whether you are the right match for him. However, instead of worrying about these tests, the best thing you can do is simply be yourself. Be a smart, independent, and self-respecting woman. When you focus on being the best version of yourself, you won't need to worry about passing any tests, because the right person will love and appreciate you for who you truly are.